Escuchando este flow hace que muevas el esqueleto. Mosca, no te me distraigas, que hasta tu jevita baila más perro que un rottweiler. Así me pongo yo cuando entro en calor. Cierra tus ojos and make a wish. Si no anda, enciéndete un spliff y pégate en el trip, como en el arte lo hacía Dalí.
Hello travelers, we are heading over to Silver Glen Springs. This is a beautiful first magnitude spring in the middle of Ocala National Forest. It's to the west side of Lake George, which is the second largest lake in Florida after Lake Okeechobee. And we're going to be launching our boat from the Astor's public boat ramp. It's a great ramp with a lot of parking, and it's about 11 miles from here to the springs. So let's enjoy. So we're already here. I'm setting the boat up. Volusia County has submitted a flood warning. The river is sitting at 3.6 feet over what regularly does, and the flood stage is at 2 feet, so we're about 1.5 feet over that. Let's see if I don't drown the poor Tesla. But we're already here, so what else is there to do?
Mira, Ale, mira, estamos metiéndonos en el agua. Miren.
Very spacious parking for this boat ramp. Well, today is a Sunday, but still a lot of parking everywhere. Ramps are a little bit flooded. No biggie, a lot of traction with ramps. And here's the boat. The whole trip between the boat ramp and Silver Glen Springs is about 11 miles. And the first 3 to 3.5 miles of that river, it's idle speed. And I can't emphasize this enough. It is no slow speed or no wake. It is absolutely idle speed. I got pulled over by a sheriff from Lake County right when I was approaching to Astor's Bridge that you can see right here. And I was going probably 4 miles an hour, and he told me that because of the flood stage, there's some water hitting some of the houses and filling up the canals. So every little wake that we can avoid going into these houses would be beneficial for the community. You can see some of the flooding in the streets and the canals from these aerial shots, so it makes absolute sense to keep a very slow speed. I think there's a resort called the Blue Moon Inn. At that point, you see resume normal operation signs out there, so you can start going faster. But they stopped me again because apparently I was like 50 yards from the sign when I decided to get on plane. So just be mindful out there. There's some folks that are struggling with the water here, so enjoy the rest. Sí. Ana, ahí, Anabel.
Porque esas no te gustan.
Mira, Ana, ¿te gusta? Míralas ahí, tan lindas.
No te voy a manejar.
Mira, te dije que hay bebé tortuga.
¿Viste?
And from this point on, I'm going to try to put some background music because there was a party playing very loud music. And that was the only negative about the day. Please, if you go to these places, it's okay to have your own music, but my rule of thumb is if you're bothering people that are at least, I don't know, 15 feet from you, you shouldn't be playing music that hard. So people are going here to disconnect, to see something very unique and natural. So just keep the party to yourself. Okay, 1, 2. Ahí está la... Oh, yeah. Yahoo! Oh, y 3.
Una, 2 y 3.
I think you've seen by the video so far how beautiful this water is. It is insane, the clarity this water has. It's fresh water. It is different to float in this type of water than the ocean because of, you know, the lack of buoyancy. The salt water makes you float a little bit easier. So my kids, you know, they're not experienced swimmers, and they were struggling a little bit. So as long as you have flotation devices, it should be fine. But this springs is insane. It's a first magnitude spring, and it dumps about 65 million gallons of water a day. So I did the math with help of AI, and apparently that's enough to fill 98 Olympic-sized pools. So of course the water is going to be extremely clear. I know very little about identifying species of fish, especially here in freshwater. So if you know the type, just put it down in the comments.
Hola.
¿Te gusta, hijo?
No, Black Ray.
Strawberry.
Come. Esta.
Dale. Yum.
Blue. Oh, berry. Yes.
We only get berries. Now you can get berries.
También tenemos.
This is a great shot to appreciate the amount of space there's here to hang out with clear water. So you don't have to be necessarily on top of the spring to enjoy this. And the river was flooded, like I said, it was sitting at about 3 feet over what it regularly does. So you can tell the amount of space here, and it's great for everybody. Again, a little bit of background music because of the loud music we have right next to us.
No, niña.
Estamos del baño.
Ahorita viene acá.
¿Y el baño?
I think this is by far her favorite feature of the boat, is just to have a little potty for her. And yes, I fit in it.
Chale. Hay uno, el otro es la sombra. No te mojes. Ay, gordo. Dios.